quite a sight over there.
Okay. I've never done an interview. Should I touch you or not touch you?
Touch me. I'm real. All this being one with each other has really rubbed off. Looking for to save my soul.
You two have always managed to stay ahead of everybody else in the rock business. You determine what's cool. So now that you've got all this emphasis on techno and dance, are you trying to tell us that this is the new face of rock and roll?
I guess so. Well, it's not really a dance record, you know, our record. Pop record is, it's a U2 record. It just so happens that we've been listening to a lot of dance music, so some of the dance sort of aesthetics have started to bleed into our songs. But we're not a dance act, you know. I mean, I love dance music, but that's not what we do.
Rumors are a great thing when you start them yourself, but we never put out the rumor that it was a techno record or that it was a trip-hop record. These are just, these things got out, and then I guess some people thought, oh, when they heard the record, that's not a techno record. And some people thought, I'm not buying it, it's a techno record. It caused a lot of confusion, but it didn't come from our camp. And we've been experimenting with these kind of sounds and just experimenting full stop since we began our life as a group. In fact, Acting Baby is more heavily treated and more of an industrial record, or more techno, if you like, than pop.
I think we're still in love with the potential of music, whether it's, you call it rock and roll or whatever you want to call it.
I think that's why we called our album pop, just to get off that word rock, because rock has become a bit of a ghetto. In black music, things are really happening. You know, there's a new life there. In terms of the use of technology, in terms of the groove, in terms of making music for the next century, black music, dance music, seems way ahead of the posse. Now, we're not the old white groups that want to be black. I mean, we're Irish people, so we're not even white, we're pink. We're not in that camp, but in our own camp, I think there's very few people who are mixing it up.
They tend to be bands that are willing to take chances and allow other influences to come in. Because rock and roll started off as, you know, this kind of strange combination of R&B and hillbilly music and a bit of gospel thrown in, and it was a hybrid itself. People now, they have such a rigid view about what it should be, and we just love it when it's some kind of hard to define thing, because it's a spirit, and it's always, as far as we're concerned, being a kind of a dance music.
Do you think that's the key to success, is being able to be experimental, take chances? I mean, the fact that you guys have been always willing to push it and take the risks, you reap the rewards?
I think we've always been that way. I mean, we don't want to be stuck in some time warp, you know, playing music that meant something 10 years ago. We want to be playing music that means something today. Even if at times it means that we're ahead of ourselves, you know?
See, I don't think we're ahead of our time. I think we're on our time. I mean, we have...
That's true. Last week we were, but now we're not. It's true.
Yeah.
We're bang on time this week.
The only reason it feels like that is because we're a great big old rock group. I think the record is much more... I mean, it's 1996. It couldn't have been made at any other time. I think that's true. That's not true of a lot of records that were made in 1996. They could have been made any time in the last 25 years. But, so that's what I mean by on our time, but not ahead of it. What do you think, The Edge?
Well, I think as a band, you know, we've got an amazing audience. I mean, maybe I'm biased, but I think they're great. And
they're fairly elastic, that's for sure. I mean, we've pushed and pulled them.
Yeah.
for 10 years, 15 years, whatever it is. I'm amazed, in a way, at their tolerance. I mean, we've had them down in the deep south, you know, with B.B. King. Now, well, I don't know what you'd call this.
Are you a band that tours to write songs, or do you write songs so you can tour?
Well, that is a good question,
Probably a bit of both, really.
you know. Because this is where we live, is the truth. More than the studio, this is where we live. This is, on the road is where we figure out what the songs are about. So I love being on the road.
You guys have the title of being the best rock and roll band in the 80s. Are you hoping to get that title for the 90s too?
Who else?
I guess.
Who else?